The aberrant guardian tilted its head to the sky, unfurling its wings at the sound of the cry of the beasts. "It's them," the red-haired guardian Indigo cried. He braced himself. "Those monsters are after her." Shire swung her head round, her blue hair swishing. "Go," she called to the aberrant. Culture took off in a flurry, tearing through the sky as fast as his wings could carry him. The sudden wind created from the downward thrust of his wings drew the attention of the people in the streets, who wondered where the unexpected gust had come from. Many looked towards the guardians, but they did not see them. "Where are they, Siren?" The Indigo snarled through gritted teeth. Siren consulted the orb. "I see it clear. He has her." "What?" He rounded on her. "He's found it before us?" "No." Siren shook her head. "It's not them, not the ones we know. It's another." "Who is it, child?" her mother Shire asked tenderly. Siren narrowed her eyes ever so slightly, looking down into the swirling light coming from the orb. Shire placed a hand upon her daughter's shoulder. "Darling girl," Shire told her, "we cannot waste time." "She's in safe hands," Siren reassured. "Not with the enemy. She goes with Lucas willingly. They are fleeing together, the beasts that hunt them." "Lucas?" Indigo repeated. "We must catch them up. We must find her before they do." "Where are they, Siren?" Shire asked. She pointed. "Nearby. In that direction." The next few minutes for Ebony were a blur. The wind was strong, and the ground beneath her moved quickly by. At a distance she dared not look to guess. But soon the change in the wind and the sudden tightness in her stomach told her that she was descending. Her feet touched the ground, and steadying herself, she opened her eyes. "What happened?" she asked, looking around blearily. "I don't know," Lucas replied, letting her go. "I don't know what those things were. I just knew we had to get away." "But what about the others?" Ebony voiced. "What about your brother?" "My brother can take care of himself. As for the others, well," he shrugged, "the creatures were only after you, or so they said." He fell into a silent worry, frowning to himself. "You're right. They only want me," Ebony reassured him. "They wouldn't have hurt the others. They have no reason to." "Why are they after you?" Lucas asked her. "Whatever the reason, they seem hell-bent on it." "Well," Ebony spoke slowly, almost teasingly as she gazed past him, "I suppose we both have secrets we've kept back." She turned and walked away from him. Lucas followed. The tall grass of the field in which they stood swayed and danced as they moved through. A narrow picket fence with a single line of barbed wire ran along to the side of them. Sections of the fence were broken and toppled over. What lay beyond was unremarkable, but within the field itself grew a variety of wild flowers, making the field speckled with colour in the blanket of green. "Your belt," Ebony said to Lucas, who walked beside her. "What are those devices that you carry?" Lucas automatically and unconsciously tried to hide them from view. "They're nothing," he mumbled. "It was like a smoke bomb you used to help us escape." Lucas reluctantly took one of the remaining two from his belt and showed it to her. It was a curious-looking device made of what looked like scrap metal, shaped like a piece of paper that had curled and scrunched up as it blackened in a fire. "What is it?" Ebony said as she looked down at it. "Just small things I've been working on," Lucas replied, advertently, "like a project." He shrugged. "You know." He tucked it away again. "Where are we?" Ebony asked, taking in the ambience of the meadow around them. "We're just outside the town," Lucas replied, looking over his shoulder at the buildings nearby. "I thought it was safer here." "I didn't realize we were still so close to home," Ebony mumbled. "I thought you had taken me far away." She smiled then, taking a deep breath and stretching her arms high toward the sky. She sighed happily, allowing her body to relax again. "It feels like we're in the countryside," Ebony beamed. "It's really beautiful here." "I know," Lucas smiled with her. "My brother and I used to play here when we were younger. In this field. Over the hill," he pointed. "Just on the other side is a park. It's abandoned. It has been for a while. A bigger one was built within the town itself, and this one was forgotten." "I love parks," Ebony said, beaming and holding her hands to her chest. She rushed past him joyfully, brushing the top of the tall grass with open hands as she went, completely unperturbed by the recent series of events. "Wait," Lucas called after her. She paused, glancing back at him. "What is it?" "Those things," Lucas began. "They were after you." Ebony's shoulders sank. "Do we have to talk about this?" She huffed. This is what you've been afraid of, isn't it? The whole time you knew that they were after you. Ebony turned back to face him, resigned. I've never seen them before. But you know what they are, Lucas persisted. Sort of. Sort of? Lucas crossed his arms. Ebony, you need to tell me what's going on. It's me they want, she admitted reluctantly. Do you have some sort of connection with them? No, it's nothing like that. Then what? She sighed. They're after my power. I have much power. Your power? Are you stronger than other guardians, then? Guardian? Her brow lifted curiously. I'm not a guardian. But you said... No, I never said I was a guardian. You called me so many times, but I never said that I was. Lucas fell silent as he cast his mind back, thinking of all the days they had spent together, and he realized then that she was right. She had never once claimed to be a guardian. Lucas raised his head. What are you, then? He asked her. If not a guardian. Ebony hunched her body. Her head was bowed, avoiding his gaze. She looked for a moment towards the direction of the park, seemingly wishing to be there. She straightened up then, facing Lucas with confidence. Now she answered. I'm a philosopher's stone.